Hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. I am your favorite girl, Tyler Nicole Taylor, TNT. If you love me, welcome to my channel and welcome to my first official Vlogmas. I know you see the shirt a lot. If you are a subscriber to my channel and you watch my vlogs, you done seen this shirt a lot. Just know I have two of them, okay? But anyways, today, I'm very excited about today because look at this. Like, I ain't trying to flick you off, baby, but I just need you to see. This is how we're looking. And now that I'm back home from Joshua Tree, I have exactly what? Like 10 or 9 days? Well, no, more like 9 or 8 days to get prepared for my trip and travel to Texas for Christmas. So today we're doing nails because this is atrocious. I can't live my life like this. And honestly, I just took this off. This just happened a day ago. But I will say that these nails have been on, this set has been on since before my anniversary. Because obviously I had to do my nails before my anniversary in order for my nails to be done on my anniversary. You get what I'm saying? So that was in October. And I just refreshed and filled this set in and kept the same nails on. So it lasted this long, which was actually pretty good. It almost made it. The good thing about DIYing things and learning how to do stuff yourself is that you don't have to wait on nobody else to do it for you. So that's the great thing. Anyways, I have items in here that are specifically nail forward, things that will help me accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish here, okay? So let's go ahead and open these and see what it's given, because like I always say, is it really a vlog if I'm not opening up some Amazon packages, right? Like, girl, it's always something. Okay. Be sure to take the stuffing out of your boxes because sometimes your products be hiding up in there. Anyways, I've got some more Instant Cuticle Remover by Sally Hansen. I already have some of this, but I'm starting to run low, so I just decided to get a fresh bottle. I got this nail glue remover by the brand Beetles, and it's a gel polish nail glue remover. That's what it says. You won't be able to see that on this packaging from camera because, baby, I'm in person and I can barely see that white writing. But that's what it says. Okay, let's see what's in this one. Are you really supposed to rip it? Like, I can't. I never can. Okay, that's good enough. All right, what's in here? Oh, yes. Now, this one is the Pro Easy Peel Remover by Ohora. I think that's how you say it. Now, this I saw like months ago, and I wanted to try it then. However, the original price is like $23, but for Black Friday, it was like $11. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get it now. So that's why I have two gel removers. I guess I can open this up in a second. Sorry. But this one was just giving sophisticated and cute. Like, girl, why is this so cute? Why is this bottle so elegant? Like, anyway, it has a little dropper and everything that goes in there. So yeah, that's all it says. It's a remover that's for nails. That's what it says. And this is definitely an Asian brand. It looks like, oh, Korea. It's a Korean brand. And all of the writing, almost all of the writing, is in Korean. So we do have a little how to use section on here that's in English. We'll get to that when we actually do our nails. So before I open this box, let me open this so y'all can see what this looks like. Now this one, I've never used this Beetles one before. However, I got it because there's another brand that I used previously that worked pretty well. But it was a brand that I wasn't familiar with. However, it was a pretty good price and it worked. So inside of this Beatles box, you get the nail glue remover, and you know, it just looks like a regular nail polish. Yep, that's pretty much what the other one looked like. Okay. It has kind of a scent, but it's not that strong, so that's good. And then you get this little tool with it. How cute. Okay. And I did pick this one because I don't have a tool that looks like this. Like I have a couple of tools that have this on one side, but I don't have anything that has this on the other side. So I do not remember what else I ordered. What else did I order? Oh, this is not for me. This is for my husband. His body wash. I don't think I've ever smelled this one. Why are you acting weird? Okay, there we go. Okay, that smells good. Manly. Very masculine. Okay. This is the scent Glacier and Granite by Method Men body wash with long-lasting fragrance. I have no idea how much he paid for this. Anyways, if you're interested in any of these things, you will be able to find it in my Amazon storefront. It is the list that is called TNT Made Me Buy It. That's where I drop all of the things that I got on Amazon that I mentioned in my vlogs. So I do have a couple of other sections in there. Like I got Edges Laid and Hair Slayed. I think that's the name of that one. That's where a lot of my hair purchases go, if that makes sense. So anyway, let's move along. I need to clean this up and we need to get started on these nails because honestly, this is getting on my nerves. Okay. You know what? I just remembered. So I've had the sneezies all day today. Like, it's been driving me crazy. My nose has just been very itchy. And what I normally do to prepare for Texas before I go, I usually start taking Claritin like the week before I'm gonna leave, so that by the time I get there, it's all in my system and it's fighting off whatever it is that I'm allergic to when I'm out there, okay? So one of the other main things that I do also is build up my immune system before getting on planes, because baby, you know, you're around and amongst all the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, protect yourself. Another thing we need to do today, this is the leftover mac and cheese that I made for Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice this up and freeze it. I think I can probably get like 3 helpings out of that. So I'm gonna freeze it in 3 individual bags so that my husband can have that while I'm gone. It's so many things we gotta do this week to prepare. So like, I gotta dedicate at least 2 days to cleaning the entire house. And I say 2 days because babes, she's not cleaning the whole entire house in one day. Not happening. 4 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, even though one of them is an office, living room, kitchen, downstairs, like all the mopping, all the sweeping. Can't do that in one day. Not finna do it. But in 2 days though, that's more doable. So we're gonna have to clean up, and then we also are gonna be making some foods to freeze so that John has something to eat while I'm gone, because he is definitely the type that if I'm gone, he's not really looking good. He's not looking to cook. He's not going to cook. If there is some food in there for him to just warm up, he might do that, and that is still a strong might. It really just depends. However, I do know he's probably going to do a lot of door dashing while I'm gone, or Uber Eats and all of that, and a lot of eating at work. But we're going to be apart for like almost 2 weeks, and I know he's going to get tired of that other food. So at least when he finally is like, okay, I'm tired of eating out, it'll be some home cooked meals in the freezer for him to defrost and cook. Well, not even cook, just warm up. But I'm waiting for him to let me know what other stuff he wants me to prepare so that it'll be easy for him. Because another thing he don't want to do is dirty up dishes. Anyway, girl, let's go. I'm rambling. I don't know why I do that. Oh, man. It's a mess. Yeah, I gotta clean this up too. I can't let this office look crazy. Can't do that. Even though a lot of this stuff I'm taking, so that helps. Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Oh yeah, feels better already. We're gonna read the instructions of both of these. I think I'm gonna try this one first though, because I've never used this before. So let's go ahead and please forgive me. Like I said, I got the sniffles, so I'm gonna be sniffing a lot in this video. Start off with these instructions, which I think I know what the instructions are here, but just in case, I'm gonna read it anyway. Ooh. Why? They're so little, they're white, and the background is gray, a light gray, so it's not even easy to read one word at all. Like, seriously, I cannot make out one. I can't make out one word except for directions. Can you? All right, use the pointed sharp end of the cuticle pusher to gently lift up the edge of the nail tip. Oh, okay. Well, I have to say, that's not what I thought it was going to tell me to do. Enlarge the gap between the nail tip and natural nail, okay? Apply proper nail glue remover into the gap. Wait for 1 minute to let soften the nail glue. Repeat the above steps until you totally remove the tip. Do not pull off the nail tip violently. Okay, that is not what I thought it was gonna say to do. The gel polish remover that I've used in the past, you file the gel, like the top coat off, just to kind of get it rough and exposed, and then you put that you polish the product on top of it. Then you wait like 30 seconds to 60 seconds, and then you just kind of scrape the layers off. So this is a little different. This is getting right down to the nitty-gritty. However, I don't foresee any areas where it would be easy to just like lift my nail. So that's kind of concerning. All right, so we're going to read these instructions, which are not on the back. It's actually on the box. Step 1, push the included inner cap into the opening until you hear a click. Okay. Step 2, be sure to close tightly with the... Okay, basically close tightly because it will evaporate if you don't. Apply 1 to 2 drops of remover on the edge of the nails and wait 2 to 3 seconds to absorb. Use a wooden stick. Use a wooden stick or a Pro Easy dual stick to gently push the edge and create a gap. Okay. Repeat applying drops of remover and gently push off the gel. Okay. As it turns out, it seems like I bought 2 products that actually could work together. So I can use this to help create the gap. And then once I have the gap, and then once it's like, big enough, I can then use this to get inside of the nail and help take the nail off altogether. All right. So that's interesting. Now, here's the plan. I want to just put builder gel on my nails because my natural nails are now super duper long with the exception of this one that broke, which is why I like Gel X nails. I feel like it does a good job at preserving my nails. My only issue in the past has been when I did it myself. I would get to a point where I start just cracking them off and taking them off incorrectly, and then I would always ruin my nail. That was just due to improper... I got my rings on incorrectly. Anyway, but that was just due to improper removal. But when you remove the Gel X nails properly, you can use Gel X nails to cover your natural nails so it gives them a chance to grow and they feel nice and strong. And then when you remove the Gel X nails, you can then just move on to just doing gel polish if you want, and things of that nature. So that's what I kind of want to do. But my backup plan, if I end up breaking too many nails in the process, because I can be impatient, my backup plan is to then just do another Gel X set, but with the short nails. This length right now is the medium length. And yeah, this is my first nail video, by the way, so hopefully it turns out okay. Girl, this is high quality. See, the reason why this costs $23, this right here, glass, honey. It's like high-end serums that you get for your face. Like, and then you see this packaging, like, it's just, come on. It's giving. It is giving. So we got that little squeegee part in there. And then super duper cool. And we got to be sure to, ooh, this smells so good. Why does it smell so good? I don't even know what it smells. It low-key kind of smells like some aftershave that my dad used to use when I was little. But it smells really good. It's not strong though, so that's a positive. I'm understanding why this is $23. Okay, it's giving an experience. Okay, so I like to use a towel in my working space, and I purchased these towels specifically for doing my nails. So that's why they're cute, and that's why I'm using cute towels, because I bought these towels specifically for this purpose. As you can see, I broke this nail, and it's not because of the fault of any of the products that I used. It's just that I am not good at removing these from my nail tips without breaking them, and it always breaks in the corner right here before it even gets to the length of my nail. So that's more of a me problem than a product issue, because when I've gone to the nail salon, they've been able to remove these types of nails without damaging the length of my nails. So that's how I know it's a me problem. I'm going to go ahead and finish removing these, and then we're going to meet back up when it's time to prep for our Gel X nails, because clearly that's what we're doing today. Okay, so we got the nails off. As you can see, some of them I was able to retain more length than others, but girl, I got some practicing to do because that was atrocious. However, it wasn't painful at all, and the main health of my nails is there. It's always going to be a little crusty looking, so that's what the filing is for. So I'm going to file these up and get everything prepped and prepared for our Gel X. So yeah, just watch me file, I guess. Okay, and just like that, washed my hands because, girl, I was snotting everywhere. My goodness. Anyway, so I worked on the cuticles, filed everything down, tried to round off the edges as best as I could, child, because you don't want that part poking out your nails. They're all nice and prepped, got the cuticles out the way. That is one of the main steps. Prepping is extremely important if you want a professional look, or as close to professional as you can get from home. You gotta prep. Got to prep. Get them cuticles cleaned up and out the way. Make sure you get your nails shaped up so that it fits under the Gel X nail comfortably and completely. Now let's go ahead and grab our products that we are going to need to get the party started, because now it's time to put the nails on. Okay, so this is what I use and what I need when I do my Gel X nails here at home. First of all, I have my Gel X by Apris. That's the original brand. Nail extensions. This is the natural stiletto in the size short. So that's what this is. We'll open that up in a minute. I have my pH bonder. I have my primer. And they have numbers on them so that you know what order to use it in. And then I have my Gel X Prep, and that's number 3. And then, of course, you have the Extend Gel that you use to adhere the nails onto your natural nail. I also have a 5-in-1 builder gel that I like to use on top. It just makes my Gel X nails thicker. It also prevents me from having to do too much filing in the back of the cuticle area. I can fill it in with this. You'll see how that works in a moment, but I have that. And then for my base and top coat, I go in with the D&D. I love these just because I feel like I get the smoothest, cleanest, look, finishing results using the D&D base and top coat. So those are the products there. However, we need to determine the color, and because it's Christmas, I'm gonna go in with this red. This red eats every time. I freaking love this red polish. It is by Vinalisa, and it is in the, hold on, let me see. So it looks like the product number is JD06 GH0821. Girl, I don't know what any of that means. I just know it's red, and it's my favorite red shade. Like, it is the perfect red shade. Okay, like the perfect one, and it's so shiny. Oh, it's everything. We're going to need this. This is a absolute need. Some of these things here, people feel as though they don't need all of these, and that's totally fine. I like to use them because I feel like it makes my nails last a long time. But this right here, you can't skip this. This is the extension nail light. And I like this one because you see it does have the little port for the cord. However, my favorite part about this nail lamp, outside of the gooseneck and you being able to angle it however you want, you make it shorter, taller, however you want. My favorite part is simply how close that is. So when I'm holding the nail, I can do this all by myself and I can easily tap that. But you see how the light comes on without the cord? This light, yeah. All the things that I've used in this video, especially for these nails, I am going to put in my Amazon storefront so that you can go ahead and grab them if you want to. I would say if you're just starting out, don't try to buy all of this stuff all at one time. It will become overwhelming, and very expensive. The things that I would say that you need the most if you want to do Gel X nails at home, okay, is the full lamp, the full what is this? UVA, whatever. LED lamp. You need the full lamp. You need the nail extension light. You will need some gel tips. You will need, at the very least, the primer and the extend gel, at the very least. But if you can, and you have the change to do it, then I would say get all of these things, okay? Another thing that you absolutely need for prepping is a cuticle nipper, a cuticle pusher, some sort of cuticle softening product, some hand files, because you don't need a nail drill. Like, you do not have to use a nail drill to achieve excellent looking results. So don't worry about the nail drill right now. You could work your way up to that, because that's something that people are scared to use anyway. You will need, just your typical hand files. And the last thing is some sort of like buffer, like a nail buffer to smooth out when you'll see when I use this. But this is the other thing that makes all of the difference and makes your nails look professionally done. So it starts with the prepping, and then it also continues as you go through the process. However, when you get towards the end and it's time to buff and smooth out your nail after you did all the things you did to it to make it shape perfectly and all that, you need to use a buffer before you put your color polish on, because that is going to make the difference. As you can see, it says exactly what I said it says. It's 500 pieces in here, and they have 10 sizes. This is what it looks like on the inside. It has the numbers on the lid so that you know what is what. So starting right here, this is 00. This one came empty, so there was nothing here. And this is where I keep my little cheat sheet. And then this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This here has my nail sizes. So what I did was I traced my hand and then I just wrote the corresponding number on the fingers, so that way when I open this up and I go to get my nails out, I don't have to spend time trying to remember or trying to measure to make sure things fit. It's already right here. So that's what I like to do. And I have one of these little cheat sheets in every box that I have. So I'm gonna set these two off to the side. And my pointer is a 5. So we got 2 5s. Sometimes I do like to double check. I doubt you can see it, but the numbers are on here. Anyway, I like to double check to make sure the numbers are accurate, because sometimes I do get some spillage. See, look at this. This is a 6 and this is a 7. The 6 fell over in the 7s. All right, I'm gonna first go in with my pH bonder. And with this, you just drop it on the nail. Just kind of saturate it. Then we go in with the primer. Now for my primer, I try to make sure I really only cover the areas that I want to put the nail on. So I kind of leave a bit of space back here. I try not to get too close to the cuticle. And that's just because, to me, the primer gives a little extra stickiness, and I don't really want it to be too sticky close to the cuticle, because one of my biggest problems is flooding my cuticle line, and I try to cheat that by staying away from my cuticle line as much as possible. All right, so here is the extension. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take number 3, the prep, And this is to put on the inside of the nail. This prevents you from having to file the inside of the nail because it etches it up for you. As you can see, it's no longer shiny. And that's the point. So I'm gonna do that to all of these nails. Personally, I like to prep only one hand at a time because, like I said, I feel like that primer gives a little bit of a sticky layer, and I don't want to corrupt that on this hand because I'm working on this hand. All right, so we've got our light ready, and now we're going to take our extend gel and we are going to adhere our nails. All right. Some people like to polish their nail and then put it on, or just put it on the inside of the nail itself, or they'll do both. I've come to learn that I do a better job if I just kind of like put a little bit of product on here and polish it on the inside of the nail myself to kind of flatten it. Even though you technically don't have to do this, it'll flatten on its own and fill in the gaps and spaces. But I don't know, I just feel like I use less product doing it that way. And then I like to close up my extend gel and try to get it away from the light as much as possible because I don't want to dry up what's in the bottle. And now we want to align. And again, like I said, I want to leave some space back here. So I'm kind of, let me move my light over here. So I'm kind of deciding where I want it to go. And as I decide, I go to press this down. Okay, cool. Now we're going to press the light and then hold it in place exactly where you want. And just stay under this light like this until it's not moving anymore, basically. And here we go, it's not moving anymore. And that's what they call a flash cure. Now, as you can see, it's a very, very minimal spacing right here, right? See that? That's my nail, not this nail. Then I try to make sure I get it straight because, girl, I be tripping on these thumbs. My thumbs and my pinkies, they be kind of crooked, okay? But anyways, so I'm just going to continue this process and let you watch, and then we'll see the next steps. So now everything has been flash cured on, as you can see. They're all on. And now what I like to do is fully cure the nails by using my full lamp, and we are gonna go the whole 90 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to do the other hand before I get to the builder gel. Oh, let me show you. So unfortunately, I did get some spillage, and luckily for me, I know that I'm not allergic to this, so I don't have allergic reactions. But I do like to separate my skin from the adhesive in here anytime it spills over like that. And honestly, I try to just separate my skin no matter what, just to make sure. This one did it too. That's another reason why I like to try to paint it on, because I try not to have the spillage, but it happens. But what I have noticed, that people that had allergic reactions to this product, it was because it wasn't fully cured when it was on their skin. And that is the point of using the larger lamp, is to make sure it's fully cured. Okay, I'm not gonna go too in depth just yet. All right, now as you can see, we're getting a little closer. All right, I'm gonna wipe my hands, getting as much of that dust off as I can. This one right here looks pretty darn good, babes. Like, you could barely see where the cuticle, well, where the nail is. Like, that looked like it's coming from me. Now we're gonna go in with our builder gel. I'm going to start with the most problematic nail, which is this here ring finger. You can see so much demarcation and all of that. One way to make all of that flush is you could file this down right here, this part of the nail. You can file it down with a hand file or electric file to try to give it a smooth transition. However, I do find that that does kind of compromise the nail. That's why I like this particular method. I'm so glad that the girlies, whoever they are that came up with this idea, I don't know who did it. I just know that I've seen it so many times from several different nail creators using builder gel to go on top of the Gel X nails. But this right here, game changer. All right, so we're gonna take some of this, just a very little amount, and I like to put it right on top, kind of like towards the back, but let's see, put a little bit more. Okay, so you see that? Hopefully you can see that on there. Now I like to take the brush and push back to the cuticle line, and that allows me to control how much goes back there. And just push little by little the product back. Just push it back, push it back. And then we go forward, smooth it forward. All right, smooth it forward, and then cover the rest of the nail. I'm so sorry with all the sniffles, y'all. And I'm wiping that excess off just because I want to make sure I can smooth this out properly. I really just wanted to use the brush, not more product. Now, as you can see, it kind of disappeared and it levels it off. So now I don't have to file back there at all, not to make it smooth anyway. So now I'm gonna stick this in my full lamp. I'm gonna do 30 seconds. All right. And just like that, now it is all nice and smooth and it doesn't look as janky as it did. And now we're good to go. Another thing about the builder gel is that it makes the tip so much more strong. So I feel like it's more durable, and that's what helps make my nails last long. Cause we're handsy people. I was gonna say ladies, but not just ladies get their nails done. And not just ladies are handsy when they get their nails done, you know what I'm saying? So we use our hands for a lot of things. Cleaning, cooking, DIY, building, maintenance, all kinds of things we use our hands for. And bumping these nails up against hard surfaces can definitely compromise your set. And I feel like putting pressure on the tip of the nails can definitely compromise your set. And I feel like the builder gel helps to prevent a lot of that compromising of your set. So anyway, I don't typically do 30 seconds on each nail, but when I first started off, that's how I did it. So that's why I did it this way. Now you're about to watch me do it how I normally do it, which is I typically do these 4 fingers, then I go in for 30 seconds, then I'll do the thumb separately, then go in for 30 seconds there, and then we do a full, we do a full 90 after I do the thumb. That's what happens. But anyways, I usually do 4 here, do the 4 here, do 30 seconds, then I do the thumb, do 90 seconds, and we're usually pretty good. Now just watch me finish this hand off, and then we'll move to the next step. All right, so now we have the builder gel on, and now it's just time to shape our nails. So the thing about the builder gel method is that it's supposed to shorten some of the filing that you do. Personally, I don't like the shape of this. I need mine to be like real stiletto, so that's why I go in and file even more and really just get the shape that I want, because that's extremely important to me. So my nails start off really pointy and sharp, but it goes away after a while. After a couple of days, it won't be as sharp, like it'll smooth out. But yeah, so I go in and file again anyway. Others don't always do that, and if you prefer that almond look, if that's the look you're going for, then you probably don't really have to do too much. You could just, you know, hit it up a little bit to smooth it out, and then you can move on to buffing and then putting your color on. But for me, I'm going to shape and I'm going to buff every time. Not everybody buffs, but also, in my opinion, that is why you can tell that their set looks like they did at home. So no shade, just saying. All the professionals I've seen, they buff the nail before they put that top coat on. So you're probably like, well, how did you figure out how to do all of this? Girl, between watching what people were doing at the salon, like I watched the professionals every single step of the way, and then I obsessively watched YouTube videos after watching the professionals, and I then watched the professionals again just to see if I missed any steps mentally. Then once I got brave enough and confident enough, I started buying the supplies necessary so that I can test myself and see if I know what I'm doing. And that's pretty much how I got to the point of being able to do this myself. It was just trial and error. Excuse me. It was just trial and error like any other DIY girl. That's all I can say. But anyways, okay. So can you see the difference? There we go. Ooh, okay. You see the difference there? Like there's an actual point instead of it looking kind of round and then pointing. Like I need my joint to like that. That's what I need. Like the thumb is giving me everything I need it to give. And don't be afraid to look at your nail from all different angles so you can make sure you're shaping it how you want it. Because also remember, when you put the polish on, it's going to get thicker. It's inevitable. The nail is going to get thicker. Be careful not to slice your skin open with your nail file. But the nail is going to get thicker. So that means this isn't going to be as tight. So if you can get it as tight as possible before you put the polish on, then I think you will have a satisfactory outcome at the end. Also, another thing you can do when filing your nail is if you put it on kind of crooked, you can kind of cheat it a little bit based on how you file it. You can kind of get it to lean a little more one way so that it doesn't look too crooked anymore. But my goal is to have that sharp point at the top. So now we have pointy nails, as you can see, and there's a lot of fuzzy wuzzy bears on there. Okay, don't worry about that because we're about to buff it right now. I love these little mini buffer blocks. Love these. I go through them quickly, but I absolutely love them. So now we're just going to buff the top of it. and that's gonna take some of that stickiness off from the builder gel. And I'm gonna just go through and get some of that stickiness off of all the nails. I got the stickiness off. It's a lot of buildup on here, so I'll get rid of that and go in with a new one and really get it nice and smooth, because you can tell when it's ready. Like right now, it may look like it looks good, but girl, no, it's gonna actually feel smooth as heck. So I want to make sure I get all the rough stuff, and I do that by buffing it until it feels nice and smooth. Let me do this left hand, and then we're gonna come back with a nail shot so you can see what the nails look like when I'm done buffing. Okay, this is what my nails now look like after they've been buffed and I've washed my hands, trying to get rid of as much lint as possible. So now we're gonna go in with a base coat, which is of course the one I showed earlier, D&D base gel coat. And it's quite simple. When I polish, I like to put all the polish on, and then again, kind of same concept. I just kind of push the product to the back in an effort to not put too much. This is my way of trying not to flood the cuticle line. I noticed that this is also a method that the folks in the salon use as well. There's some people that in the salon, they can just go right in, but I am not some people, so I kind of just get the product brushed out and then just kind of push it towards the back of the cuticle, push the product, push it, and then sweep it forward. "90 seconds. So that is what we're looking like so far. It does look like I got a little bit of flooding though, so we're trying not to get the color back there. Now we're going in with the gel polish color. Same concept, so put some product on the nail, smooth it out. Just push it to the back. Okay. See how I'm pushing it to the back? Alrighty, now we're gonna go in with our clear polish, our top coat. I said clear polish. I mean, it is clear, but you know what I mean. Okay, so that's what we're working with so far. I am going to go ahead and do this left hand, and I'll let you watch that. All right, yeah, and that's that on that, y'all. We're done. If anything, while I'm down there in Texas, I might change the color. I might not. I might just rock with this and then whatever new growth comes from it. But this is the red that I typically use during Christmas. It's giving very much Christmas red. Okay, that was a success. So now I'm hungry. It's time to eat, and I'll come back in here and straighten this mess up a little later. Like I said, I have so much cleaning to do this week anyway, so we'll get down to the nitty-gritty in here later on this week, but I'll straighten up this mess that I created tonight after I eat, because I'm hungry again, so now I need to eat something. Yeah, I think that's all for this particular vlog. Like, unfortunately I can't keep the party Unfortunately, I can't keep the party going because, you know, like, we're vlogging daily right now. So I think this might be where I have to leave you all. Another thing we do have to do this week, though, is wash my hair. I think I said that earlier, so I think that'll be its own separate video, too. But all of these things that we're doing is in preparation of our travel. Tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and clear off this calendar. It is so behind. I actually still have October on there, so I need to put December on here and put in our travel days and stuff like that, birth dates, things of that nature. So I need to update that calendar, and we'll do that tomorrow, along with probably cleaning. I think I want to do my hair last because, you know, sweat. Okay, sweat and straight hair don't always go together, and I know I'm going to sweat a lot. So I think, yeah, the next couple of days we're going to dedicate to cleaning, and then we'll do my hair, we'll cook, and then we have to do John's hair before we leave. He wants braids, so. And I don't think, no, I've never did a video of me doing his hair, so maybe you'll see that this week. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go eat and relax and take a shower. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. If you are new here, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to join the tribe. It's like, no, it's not a tribe. I don't have no names actually for any of the people that are subscribed to me, but I'm not sure that we are there yet. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, if you want to hit the subscribe button, especially if you want to keep up with me on this journey, if you want to hold me accountable, if you want to see if she can do it, because she's really trying to do this daily vlogging. It's a challenge for me, for sure. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Hopefully this wasn't too long. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Okay.